What if the best part of Hilton Head wasn't on Hilton Head? I'm Chris Harrow with Keller Williams Realty in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Today we're taking the drive to our featured listing, 71 Peninsula in Moss Creek, a gated residential resort community just off the island with sunrise views over a protected national wildlife refuge, plus resort amenities, timeless natural beauty, and a lifestyle that feels like vacation without the vacationers. If you've been watching for something rare, refined, relaxed, and remarkably close to everything, send me a message or call to see this one for yourself. Moss Creek isn't technically on Hilton Head Island, but it's got the Hilton Head address and all the proximity. And for most Moss Creek residents, that's not just close enough, that's ideal. Because while somebody is renting an 8-bedroom beach house, living out their first week on Hilton Head with the revelry of their last week on Earth, someone else is in Moss Creek, walking a fairway on their way to their daily wind down with neighbors that they met 7 months ago who now feel like lifelong friends. Sitting on a marshfront terrace to marvel at how, as the island gets busier and busier, Moss Creek keeps getting better and better. The more time you spend here, the more it clicks. Your favorite vacation place is no longer the one that's full of vacationers. And that's when you start to notice that sign you've driven past for years. Moss Creek. No short-term rentals, just long-term vision and all the space to enjoy it. There's a huge variety of homes and neighborhoods that make up this 1,000-acre sanctuary. Our drive today will introduce the amenities, the private marina, the natural beauty, and one of the exceptional characters that made it all so. Even before the gate opens, you're gently reminded, do not block the intersection. Dim your headlights. Yield to the right lane. It's a subtle test. Not everybody does their homework. Not everyone passes the test. But for us, for you, consider these early indicators of higher expectations for an elevated, more deliberate experience. You're welcome here. Just not at 65 miles an hour. Moss Creek's 1,000-acre sanctuary offers a wide range of homes, 2 private golf courses, one of the mainland's only private marinas, racket center, pickleball, clubhouse dining, and miles of bike trails to explore. And a pecan grove that feels like it came out of a Faulkner novel. Welcome to the Cram Pecan Grove, planted in the 1920s by the legendary Harry Cram, who, long before the developers and planners arrived, had already planted the seeds of something exceptional. Having your community entrance designed by Harry Cram is like having Jesse Cole, owner of the Savannah Bananas, coach your kids' Little League team. Or S. Truett Cathy, founder of Chick-fil-A, personally cater your Thanksgiving and leave all his recipes for you afterwards. It's a bit over the top and absolutely unforgettable. Mr. Cram was from New York City, and he still managed to understand that in the South, a private pecan grove wasn't just landscaping, it was legacy. When someone trots up the road and sees rows of precisely aligned mature pecan trees spreading beautiful shade across your property, they know you're the real deal. You have means and vision and probably a whole closet full of linen suits. You couldn't fake a pecan grove. You couldn't just swing down to the dealership and pick one up. Growing a pecan grove takes time. Decades of time. You can't just plant one when you're hungry. You plant a pecan grove so your great-grandchildren would never go hungry. So they can talk slowly when they humble brag about our little family orchard here. That's a long-term flex that Mr. Cram set in motion for the rest of us. That's multi-generational shade. Started by a guy from New York City and sustained and enjoyed by waves of transplants ever since. And this is just the introduction. Moss Creek also offers 2 championship golf courses, a marshfront fitness center with heated and cooled swimming pools, overlooking one of the few private marinas on the mainland, dog park, fire pits, bocce ball, horseshoes, nature preserves, scenic bike trails, a tennis and pickleball complex where Moss Creek members bring home hardware from across the state, 17,000 square foot clubhouse, plus casual outdoor marshfront dining at McKay's Grill. The Cram Pecan Grove is prelude to all of it. Something you won't see or experience in any other local gated community, not on Hilton Head or Bluffton or even historic Beaufort. Now, if you live up the road, you might be thinking, what about Belfair? Avenue of the Oaks, right? Yes. The Avenue of the Oaks is magnificent. People have destination weddings in Belfair's driveway for a very good reason. Live oaks are a bold southern statement. But pecan trees are a southern staple. They're foundational. Belfair southern live oaks have a mesmerizing cathedral quality. They're spectacular, stately. It's like you're in a royal procession. The Cram Pecan Grove is more like a family reunion. I mean, you're barely through the door and they're dropping little snacks in your hands. These trees are like, hey, enough about us. Look at you, getting too much sun? There's plenty of sunscreen to go around. Help yourself. Hey, are you hungry? No? Well, here, go make a pie later. It's something singular about Moss Creek. And the moment you drive through the gate, you're a part of it. And the Pecan Grove doesn't just stop at the fence line either. It stretches through the equestrian center and paddocks in front, leading you to the peninsula. One of the last areas of Moss Creek to be developed, the peninsula goes out of its way to remind you that they saved the best for last. From the Pecan Grove to the secluded Camilla Point Park, find some of Moss Creek's boldest architecture here. Larger homes on larger lots with even larger views. This is bigger is better and more is more, with the effortless ease of an egret wading through Spartina grass. You get to choose between marshfront sunrises over the National Wildlife Refuge, or the quiet lagoon tucked in the center, or sunsets on your private dock on Peninsula Creek. There is nothing average about this. Homes in the peninsula range from 3 to 5 bedrooms, 3,000 to 6,000 square feet, half acre to full acre lots. And our featured listing, 71 Peninsula Drive, over 3,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths on more than 4/5 of an acre, 3-bedroom suites on the main level, bonus suite over the garage with private entrance and a massive walk-up attic space. From nearly every room, including the kitchen, living room, primary bedroom suite, you're looking straight out to the Pinckney Island National Wildlife Refuge and the Intracoastal Waterway. If you're looking for low country luxury, distilled, not diluted, this may be your new favorite place. Take Mr. Cram's lead. Start planting something. I'm Chris Harrow with Keller Williams Hilton Head. I hope you have enjoyed the drive, and it's time you experience the peninsula in person.